This is MILLI'S TV, where the truth is always in the headline. We'll take you around the world in 5 minutes, so let's get into today's top stories.
The IMF has slashed its global growth forecast as the ongoing conflict involving Iran continues to disrupt oil markets and trade routes. Growth is now projected at 2.5%, down from 3.1%, while inflation is rising due to sustained energy shocks. Policymakers are struggling to balance consumer protection with market realities. The longer the conflict continues, the more entrenched the economic slowdown becomes. Higher inflation means everyday costs, fuel, food, rent stay elevated for longer, hitting younger working populations hardest. This also signals a tougher job market and delayed financial stability for millennials. Global GDP growth is now expected to slow to 2.5%. Global negotiations on a major pandemic treaty have stalled due to disagreements between wealthy and developing nations over sharing vaccines and pathogen data. Without agreement on the key PABS system, the treaty cannot take effect. WHO officials warn the delay leaves the world exposed to future outbreaks. A final resolution may now be pushed to 2027. The next pandemic isn't hypothetical, it's inevitable. Delays now mean slower responses, more deaths, and longer lockdown-style disruptions when it hits. The inevitability of future pandemics. Nearly 60 countries gathered in Colombia to accelerate the shift away from fossil fuels amid rising energy instability caused by geopolitical conflict. While no binding commitments were made, the summit signals growing momentum toward renewable energy systems. The crisis in oil markets is ironically pushing nations faster towards solar, wind, and nuclear alternatives. Energy transitions will shape job markets, investments, and cost of living for decades. Millennials stand to gain or lose, depending on how quickly economies adapt. Nearly 60 countries gathered to end fossil fuel dependency. Health experts are warning that the 2026 World Cup could become a global superspreader event due to rising cases of measles and other infectious diseases. Thousands of cases have already been reported across North America, with vaccination gaps raising concerns. Authorities are setting up a special health monitoring system to manage risks during the tournament. Mass global events are back, but so are health risks. A major outbreak could disrupt travel, economies, and public confidence in large gatherings again. 1,792 measles cases reported in 37 U.S. states. The world is ready for the biggest World Cup ever, but is it ready for the consequences? The ongoing Iran-related conflict is not just military, it's reshaping global alliances, disrupting oil supply chains, and triggering policy shifts worldwide. Reports indicate troop movements, sanctions, and escalating tensions across regions tied to the conflict. The instability is feeding directly into economic volatility and geopolitical uncertainty. This isn't a regional issue anymore. It's affecting energy prices, global security, and political alliances that shape everyday life worldwide. Pentagon pulls 5,000 troops from Germany. This is the kind of conflict that doesn't stay contained. It leaks into everything: markets, politics, even your daily expenses.
That is your short and detailed look at the top stories around the globe today. For continuous coverage and breaking updates, keep it right here on MILLI'S TV. Thank you for joining us. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss a thing. Have an amazing day.